It is night 2 of the Democratic National Convention and a night of ultimate triumph for Joe Biden. After waiting for decades, he is just hours away from formally claiming the party's presidential nomination. Amna Nawaz begins our coverage.
Tonight, former Vice President Joe Biden will go from presumptive to official Democratic presidential nominee.
We cast 49 votes.
But the traditional roll call vote to nominate him, going state by state to announce delegate counts, will instead be reimagined for this now all-virtual affair.
We must pledge once more to march into the future.
Tonight's convention theme is Leadership Matters and will feature speakers including former Secretary of State John Kerry, also the party's 2004 nominee, Progressive Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, former Second Lady Jill Biden, and 2 former presidents, Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter, who at 95 will be making his first appearance at a nominating convention in 8 years. Democrats already began making a case for leadership change when their first ever virtual convention kicked off yesterday. The opening night was a jam-packed 2 hours of slick, highly produced segments with a mix of pre-recorded and live remarks.
People have come
emceed by actress Eva Longoria. The first night's theme was We the People, highlighting the breadth of former Vice President Joe Biden's coalition. That included some lifelong Republicans making the case against their party's incumbent, President Trump. The program also paid tribute to victims of racial injustice and police brutality, like George Floyd.
It's up to us to carry on the fight for justice. Our actions will be their legacies.
I've been down this road before.
As well as the more than 170,000 Americans who've lost their lives to the coronavirus. In one of the most poignant moments of the night, Kristen Urquiza spoke about losing her dad to the virus in June, after the president's assurances the pandemic was under control.
My dad was a healthy 65-year-old. His only pre-existing condition was trusting Donald Trump, and for that, he paid with his life.
The night's keynote speakers included former Biden rival Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, who urged his supporters to turn out for the Democratic ticket.
Our movement continues and is getting stronger every day. Let us be clear. If Donald Trump is reelected, all the progress we have made will be in jeopardy. At its most basic, this election is about preserving our democracy.
And it was former First Lady Michelle Obama who capped off the night with a passionate plea to the American people.
Donald Trump is the wrong president for our country. He has had more than enough time to prove that he can do the job, but he is clearly in over his head. He cannot meet this moment. He simply cannot be who we need him to be for us. It is what it is.
Today, at a White House event celebrating women's rights, President Trump responded to Mrs. Obama.
She was over her head, and frankly, she should have made the speech live. She gets these fawning reviews. If you gave a real review, it wouldn't be so fawning. I thought it was a very divisive speech, extremely divisive.
Democrats will continue to make their case against the president and for the Joe Biden-Kamala Harris ticket direct to the American people tonight. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Amna Nawaz.